not being insensitive. See, what happens is when you identify with those things, the highest, you get reduced. And hear me clear. You get reduced to the highest grace you receive is that someone seems to care about your story. And you're looking for sympathy. And sympathy has never brought freedom, ever. Because sympathy actually ties you to the identity. When you find 3 people in your life that feel sorry for what you've been through, and all they do is stroke you and cuddle you and say, I'm sorry, and cry with you, they actually don't realize they're doing it, but they're empowering you to stay there. You need to learn how to have compassion and hug them and be sensitive and maybe cry with them for a moment because you're sorry they had to experience that, but then be able to look them in the eyes and separate them from the thing that's identifying them and tell them who they really are and how that has nothing to do with their current life. That's called a friend. That's support. These things that we call support, a support system, it's usually just people that are accommodating the pain, that can relate to the pain. We've all been through the same thing, so we all sit and talk about it and relate. How does that bring freedom? That actually brings permission. I need you to look me in the eyes and tell me why I don't have to live there and actually care enough about me to do that. I tell people when they think it's a joke, but it's not a joke. I will weep with you. But if you get 20 seconds of tears out of me over a topic like that, you probably got a lot. I'll let you know I care. My eyes will fill with tears. If I cry 30 seconds, that's a long time because the tears aren't what's going to make you free. The tears are actually going to keep you there. But it might be important for you to see that I understand and I'm sorry you have that story, but now that 30 seconds is up, let's get you out of the story. You see what I mean? I'm not just preaching at you. I'm not being insensitive. I see it. My heart feels it. But let's not stay here anymore. You know, we do it in home groups. Notorious for this in home groups. Just don't do it in yours. Y'all know what I mean when I say the hot seat? They put a seat in the middle of the room and people sit in the seat and they all surround them and pray. And you got little sister Sally coming and she's the sweetest thing that ever walked into your church or home group. And then resent her husband because she's the sweetest thing ever. And why do these sweet little Jesus ladies walking around, flowers are blooming out of season when they walk by? They're like just walking in the spirit, but they got a ogre for a husband. They got a husband that don't see their value, mean to them, make them cry. People get resentful because they fall in love with Sally. And they're like, how can't you love Sally? If you can't love Sally, you're the devil yourself. Like, why is this man married to Sally? And now you're praying for the man, but you ain't got compassion. You're ticked off. That's why he ain't changing, because nobody's loving him. You know why Sally ain't changing? Because everybody's sympathizing and understanding why she feels the way she does. Because we sided with her and she's a victim and he's a villain. And nobody wins. It makes a good talk show. It entertains people. It actually makes a pitiful talk show. But it, for some reason, entertains people. And the audience takes on the role of judge and labels everybody. No, you got to learn how to not put her in the seat. It's like home groups ending. Sally, honey, before you go, anything new on the home front? How's things going? Are you okay? And it's not that we don't mean well. We're serious, sincere, but we don't know how to respond when her lip trembles. We don't know how to respond when she breaks down and can't walk and just starts sobbing. So we put her on the hot seat. We sit her on the chair and we all surround her and we're crying with her. Oh, God, please help Sally. Please have mercy, God. Oh, God, just do something with her husband. And by now, Sally's... I mean, she's so aware of what's wrong. And we think we're ministering. We think we're having compassion. You say, well, what would you do, Pastor? You say, look, honey, sit down. I see this. Oh, I see where this is heading. And girl, I am so sorry. No, I'm sorry. And you feel it. But you sit her in that chair. And then you get in front of her and you make sure she's looking in your face. And you tell her how sorry you are that she's in the middle of this, but it doesn't change a thing about truth. And I want you to see that you're no reflection, no means of reflection of what your husband's doing, how he's saying, how he's acting. This has nothing to do with, if a husband loves his wife, it's because he loves himself. He can't love you because he doesn't love him. You can't receive from him something he doesn't have. And you're not lacking anything because you have Christ. And don't you for a second allow where he's not to become where you are. And don't you for a second let what he doesn't see become your vision. Jesus is the light of your world. It's time to love him. It's time to pray for him. And it's not time to be weeping and broken and hurt and damaged. Don't be another hurting wife that prays. Be a woman of God in the presence of God. Come on.